Hello, beautiful creatures. My name is Quay, and this is Self-Healing Tarot. I will be channeling messages with spirit that bring us all deeper within ourselves. So the messages I've already received for today are that we have the choice to be kind. When we choose to be kind to ourselves and to others, it opens doors for us to go deeper and grow within ourselves. When we choose to be kind, we manifest great things in our lives. When we choose to be kind, it's a domino effect. We're kind to others, and the others begin to be kind to others. We as a collective and we as individuals can definitely make a difference in this world. So, we're going to see what else Spirit wants us to know about these energies. Spirit, what else do we need to know about these energies? These kind energies. Thank you, Spirit. So the card reads, Healing lack. Affirm that you have enough. You do enough. You are enough. I have all I need. So again, the more that we're kind to ourselves, that's a manifestation of healing this lack. Being kind to ourselves opens up that door to healing. We are enough. We have enough. When we're kind to ourselves, it opens us up for more. So I'm going to pull some cards from Tarot to dive deeper into this healing lack energy. What else do we need to know about this healing lack energy, Spirit? Too many, Spirit. Can I get one card? What else do we need to know about this healing lack? Healing lack. What else, Spirit? Oh, thank you, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune comes out. So it's the ending of a cycle of lack. An ending of a cycle of feeling as if we aren't enough. We're starting to begin to feel and know that we are enough. And this is our karma. We're in a place where we're opening up to being enough, feeling like we're enough. The more that we're kind to ourselves, it opens us up to that healing energy, like I said earlier. What else do we need to know about this, Spirit? The Empress comes out. We begin to blossom. We begin to create the things that we want from within ourselves that bloom outside of ourselves. And we're able to receive. And we accept that receiving energy. What else, Spirit? What else do we need to know? The Lovers comes out. So, and the Lovers is also about choices. Continuing to choose to love. Continuing to choose kindness within ourselves. And coming into a place of love. Loving ourselves. And the more we love ourselves, the more that we show love to others. What else, Spirit? The sun comes out. The sun comes out tomorrow. So with the sun is about positivity, about being successful in love. This can be also a connection to a lover situation. Also to not just limited to the lover situation, but in all types of relationships with our kids, our parents, friends, family, all kinds of relationships, but being successful and having positive outcomes within these relationships. Just continuing to be kind. And then this also too heals that lack. And the Emperor comes out. And with this positivity and this joy and happiness within the sun, then we're able to bring in structure within our foundations. So this is what our foundation stands on: positivity, kindness, love. Three of Pentacles comes out. And Three of Pentacles is about collaborations. Again, now we have this solid foundation that stands on positivity and love and kindness. So now we open up to collaborating with others and showing them our skills and how we were able to solidify our foundation. The Phoenix comes out. So then from here, we start to awaken and go through this rebirth energy. We're rising as we help ourselves and help others, show others the way. We come into this place of a renewal within ourselves. And it starts from within and it shows outside of us. Ten of Swords comes out. So then we go through a transformation. You know, a mental transformation. The swords represent our mind, our thoughts. But also too, just the transformation happens as we go through this rebirth. We're transforming. What else, Spirit? The Hierophant comes out. And so the Hierophant represents learning within spirituality, learning within whatever it is that we are learning from. And also too, being a way shower, teaching others as well, you know? So as we go through this transformation, we start to view things differently. We start to learn from painful endings. Within the transformation, things change. And the Hierophant is the number 5, right up there above our head. The number 5 in the major arcana, and 5s represent change. So the way that we learn, the way that we teach, you know, and a lot of times we don't realize that we are teaching others by them just watching how we move in life, how we speak, how we think, the things that we do. It teaches others, one, how to treat us, and also two, it teaches them how to move within their own lives. What else, Spirit? 6 of Cups comes out. And learning from the past, learning from our past loves, all types of relationships, but learning and teaching from our past lessons, from things that are emotionally tied to us, from childhood, just everything. We're learning from our lessons. We're learning from our past emotional experiences. And that's a blessing to be able to see our past situations from a lens of growing, from a lens of, like I said, just seeing it for lessons and growing and learning from those situations. Okay. That one didn't want to come out. What else, Spirit? Eight of Cups. And being able to move away from those past situations. Knowing when to walk away. Knowing when it's time to go. I've learned that lesson. Now it's time for me to move on and learn and grow from other things, other situations, you know? Excuse me, y'all. Queen of Cups comes out. And the Queen of Cups represents compassion, nurturing, and loving ourselves. This is how we love and nurture ourselves and be compassionate with ourselves, by moving away from energies that no longer serve us, that harm us. Learn the lesson, move away from said person, thing, whatever brought in the lesson. That's how we show ourselves compassion. That's how we nurture ourselves from a loving place with this Queen of Cups energy. What else, Spirit? Five of Wands comes out. And being able to face the conflicts and challenges along the way with love, with compassion. Nurturing ourselves by being able to heads on face what's blocking us from elevating and seeing the light. We just have to keep nurturing ourselves and loving on ourselves. Words of affirmations, hugging ourselves when we're going through things, just comforting ourselves. This is also 2 ways to help us heal these lack energies. The Strength comes out. So, and then when we face these challenges head on, this brings in an inner strength and courage to continue to face any other challenges, you know, moving through our journeys and moving through our paths. Having that inner strength and courage to keep going, to keep standing our grounds, to keep standing up for what it is that we believe in, and still being compassionate, loving, and nurturing to ourselves in the process. What else, Spirit? The Devil comes out. So as we use our inner strength and courage to face these challenges, the conflicts, we also too can use inner strength and courage to face our shadow, to face the darker aspects of ourselves. That's a part of us, being able to face what we deem to not be the most favorable aspects of ourselves, and love those parts of ourselves too. And the things that we can change them. The things that we can't change, love it, and keep it moving. Five of Cups comes out. So even loving our shadows and getting to know our shadows, you know, sometimes we're disappointed in those energies within ourselves. But we can't beat ourselves up over it. Again, learn the lesson. Learn what it is that you need to learn from that. And if you can change it, and keep moving. There's no point in dwelling in those disappointments and loss within ourselves. You know, face it head on and move from it. Learn what you need to learn. And like I said, change it if you can. Change it and keep it moving. That's all we can do, you know? Three of Wands comes out. And being able to grow and progress because of the disappointments we have within ourselves. Grow from the disappointments. Grow from the losses. See them for what they're meant to be seen for. See them for what they are. Grow and learn from the disappointments. And one way we can learn and grow from the disappointments is, like I said, see the lessons within the losses and the disappointments. And, you know, now you know what not to do. Now you know how to move. That's the growth. That's the progress, you know? We just have to dissect it in whatever way we can dissect it and learn and grow and progress from it. Ace of Wands. And we're able to have this hope and inspiration for new beginnings in our lives. But we create that. And the Wands are about creativity, about taking action to create these new beginnings for ourselves and inspiring ourselves, motivating ourselves to keep moving, to keep going. So as we grow and progress, that's where we create these new beginnings. The Three of Swords comes out. And sometimes we create these new beginnings from grief and heartbreak, you know? But when we create these new beginnings, the grief, the heartbreak can help us manifest other opportunities, greater opportunities. You know, we can't always look at, you know, negative situations and, you know, loss and heartbreak from a negative lens. I can speak from personal experiences that the most devastating and heartbreaking moments of my life, and granted, while I'm in it, I don't see, and I didn't see the bigger picture in those moments. But looking back on those moments, I have created great things from those heartbreaks and devastation. I mean, it's just so crazy how those type of situations can either make you or break you, but we're all strong enough to make it through those moments and be able to create from those moments and being able to help others who have gone through similar situations move from those devastating moments. What else, Spirit? What about? So, going through a transformation. This is Death card. Going through a transformation, an ending, you know, being able to, because of the grief and the sadness, transforming from that. Just like I was just saying, you know, an ending into a new beginning. It's just from that heartbreak, transforming from it, coming from the dark into the light. Then the Queen of Pentacles. Things are growing from her, growing outside of her, because we nurtured what's inside of us. When we embody this Queen of Pentacles energy, we are nurturing and pampering ourselves from the inside. And then we're able to see what we've grown and nurtured from the inside. We get to see that outside of us. We get to see what that growth produces. And we can hold that and carry that with us. So from this transformation of healing from lack, transforming from thinking we're not enough, but we are enough, we see those seeds grow outside of us. We see what we're made of through those darker times. And by embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy, we can move through life nurturing, continuing to nurture ourselves and what it is that we're growing and progressing. Again, Queen of Pentacles, we hold that light dear to our chests. We're growing things outside of us that can't nobody take away from us, because we started from within. Well, I'm going to end it there. I thank you all for being here with me today. I love you guys. Bye.